Have you been a model for the last 15 years? Well, I have. So I am going to bleach my hair and tell you all about it. So I got scouted for the first time when I was 15 outside of Oxford Circus Topshop in London. I actually had modelled before when I was a kid. That kind of happened by accident. My mum took us to her friend's house to get our pictures taken for family photos. And this is what I ended up doing as soon as they pulled the camera out. I knew who I was from a young age. I didn't live in London when I was a teenager. So I went back to Cape Town, and actually in Cape Town, I then got scouted. I started modeling full time when I was 18, 3 days after I finished high school. And I think about 3 weeks since I'd turned 18, I got on a flight to Tokyo, and I lived in Japan for 3 months modeling there. I basically was kind of a big deal in Japan. Oh God, this is exactly what I don't want to do. Wait, I need my towel. In case you were ever wondering, the reason that models get sent to Japan, especially when they're starting out their careers, is because it's kind of like a closed circuit. Like, it doesn't matter if you're doing stuff that's kind of cringe or e-com or whatever, because no one sees it really outside of Japan or outside of East Asia. And the idea is that you make money so that then when you go to Europe to start out trying to be a new face, you have something to live off. I ended up living for like 2.5 years between Japan, Sydney, LA, New York, Paris. And then I decided to move to London and signed with an agency. And this was the era where like social media wasn't really a thing yet. You wore a white tank top and black skinny jeans to a casting and you went with your book. It wasn't cool to have social media. It actually was seen as the opposite of high fashion. You didn't really get to control your image much. I have a posh voice because my dad had a class complex, and when he made money, bought a house in the Cotswolds. I didn't have aristocratic parents. I didn't have a trust fund. I didn't go to a private school. I just sound like somebody who did. So sorry to disappoint everybody. My agency decided that this was the perfect segue into basically making me a Tatler girl. If you don't know what Tatler is, it is a society magazine. It's the original society magazine. I ended up doing the front cover of Tatler, which is honestly hysterical. That said, I had a really good start to my modelling career in London. I did Vivienne Westwood, my first fashion week, and I got to model for magazines including ID, Dazed, Vogue, and Love magazine. Okay, I'm gonna let this cook for the next 45 minutes, so come back for part 2.